Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-February 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for the lovely Aries collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Talk to me, my gods. What do we got for Aries? Yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end of the reading, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get this first card out here. Let's go. What's going on with my Aries people, please? And thank you. Been having a couple of interesting readings the past few weeks, my friends. So this one is tied to sleep. We have this individual. It looks like they're in their pajamas. They got all sorts of stuff going on there. It's an interesting layered type of card. And we'll break it down. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the February subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Have a look at this card. So once again, we see this individual. They have the nightcap on. They got their PJs. It looks very etheric and dreamy behind them. There's literally dream catchers and nonsensical things happening throughout this card. So I always like to narrow this card down to something involving sleep states. Whether it's you having issues sleeping, you might be having very interesting dreams in this time. You might need some rest when a card shows up like this. Not quite like the Nine of Swords, but this one does focus in that realm. This card to me also does speak about a very overactive mind or a lot of imagination. And when that's the case, creative pursuits, creative endeavors are highly favored. So just take from it what you will, my friends. As I always say, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. Let's get into tarot now. I'm going to get you 3 in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness flowing. Shuffle it up one time for you, Aries. What do we got, my gods? What's going on in mid-February? So, like I was saying, the last few weeks' readings were pretty interesting, and I always try to keep the titles very simple, straightforward. Last week's was titled, They Are a Mess. We had 10 of Swords energy. I think there was 9 of Swords type of energy. Made me a little nervous because, as I say every week, I'm an Aries myself. So it did hit a little bit, though, but we're going to hope for some optimism this week because it's been very up and down for the Aries readings lately. Let's get you 3, though. Let's see what we got. As you know, only take it how it hits for you because, you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone, so only take from it what you will. Let's get 3. Could be seeing your energy or somebody else's. What do you got for Aries, please? And keep it up. All right, so the 3 of Swords is still here, and I would say this is good in comparison to last week. This could be energy from last week still lingering over. We'll talk about it, though. Nothing to freak out about. All right, we'll take it and run with it. Let's get 2 more. What do we got for, all right, 9 of Cups. So there could be some sort of huge like shift happening here when we go from 3 of Swords to 9 of Cups. This is really good. It could be very prosperous type of energy here. Let's get 1 more. Then we'll really start to break this down. I mean, I'm feeling optimistic here. All right, 5 of Pentacles. So this is very, very up and down, Aries. So in current times, just like with the readings in recent weeks, there could be a lot of ups and downs. Things that are bugging you, things that are going well, back and forth. But once again, we do have to clarify all this. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff. So position number 1, and I will make this observation initially before we break it down, very up and down. Like we start down, up, back down. So in this time, there could be a lot of shifts, a lot of changes, whether emotional or in your outer world. There could be a lot of metamorphosis happening, growing pains, so to speak. But we have the 3 of Swords in position number 1. One of the most prominent tarot cards, like everybody has seen this symbolism, even if you're not an expert. The 3 swords cutting through the heart. We think of pain. Now, all cards are a double-edged sword, so this could be very, very minor. It's on a scale. It could be like something that's a little nuisance, like a little bit of anxiety, something that's a little bothersome or annoying. But it can also be something that's like full-fledged heartbreak, depression, anxiety, and that is kind of what we saw last week with the reading titled, They Are a Mess, right? So this energy could still be lingering here, but once again, we still have to clarify it, and that could be someone you're linked to that's just really going through one. But when we move to the center here, this is what I love to see, and this is what's giving me optimism for the rest of the read. We have the Nine of Cups. This card is one of the biggest cards of wish fulfillment. We have our good friend John Travolta sitting there. He has the 9 cups behind him. This is a very abundant wish fulfillment type of energy. So something could really go your way. If you've been down, there could be a big upswing. I'm sensing lots of change here, lots of metamorphosis. So we want to see how powerful this energy plays out. Aside from that, the Nine of Cups to me is a very welcoming type of card. It's an affectionate type of card. So you might be craving affection, or you might be very welcoming to others in this time. The warning involved with the Nine of Cups is don't give too much of yourself. Make sure you're keeping your energy in check, because there could be something you're wanting to do or accomplish and you're just putting way too much energy into it. Or this could be a little warning from Spirit about overindulgences, right? Because we move to the back end, we have the Five of Pentacles. Now, if we put on a different set of glasses or lenses here, we have a card of abundance, but we have a card of hard times here as well with the Five of Pentacles. So always watch out for money issues when this card shows up. I always say, you see these individuals, they're thrown out in the cold. This could be somebody who has feelings of loneliness, right? Craving the presence of somebody else. This could, in its roughest sense, represent abandonment issues, things like that, isolation. So these aren't the best energies, but I do always say it could represent work things as well. Some of you might be in sticky work situations. There's something about work that is just off. It's not feeling right. It's not going right. So as you see, we have a whole mixed bag of energy here, Aries. So with all that being said, let's dive deeper. Let's jump on in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here, see what we got for the Aries collective. My guides, talk to me. Very up and down. Yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation. I'm just giving you mine. Let's see what's up with that Three of Swords. And as always, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Aries, you could drop it down below. I don't mind. Okay. Three of Swords. Why is it here for my friends? Who's going through it? Okay. Yeah, there could be something or someone you're just tired of, like the rough feelings or the negative feelings attached to it. For a big portion of you, that could be it. Like there's a situation, an uncomfortable situation, a sticky situation where you're just like, I'm like kind of over this. I'm kind of over this feeling. Let's move forward. We need to change it up. There needs to be a change here when I see the Three of Swords with the Six of Swords underneath, right? Heavy mental energy. So a lot of you could be in that mode, that mind state where like something has to change and it has to change soon. Aside from that, if it's not massive changes happening or you planning them, there could just be something you're wanting to give up on. But another vibe I'm picking up here when we look at both of these cards together is improvement. When I see the Six of Swords, even though this isn't an intuitive message right here, it's usually coming out of rough times into calmer waters. So things improving slowly. So a lot of you, this could be a very big time for healing. Okay, so we're just going to put these down. There could be nice improvements coming in, especially with the Nine of Cups right next to it. So we're going to put this card right down, and we're going to get in on that Nine of Cups. Heavy change, right? That's what I've been seeing. So whether it's something you're planning or just something that's going on, we're going to see what's up with that 9. I always try my best not to overtalk the things, right? Try to keep it as simple and concise as possible. So why is that 9 of Cups here? Thank you. Two of Swords, yeah. Guys, this feels really good to me. Now, usually the Two of Swords could represent confusion for a portion of you when I was speaking about change or feeling like something has to change. A lot of you know this deep down on the inside, but you don't know how to accomplish it. Or this could be someone you're linked to, because the Two of Swords can represent confusion. However, this is one of my big cards of mystery. So I feel like for a lot of you, this could be some sort of like unexpected win or victory in a very big way, even if you don't see it coming, even if it's like right down the pipeline. It doesn't have to happen today, tomorrow morning. This could be like a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That's what I'm picking up here. And you don't see it coming, right? Like even if you're in the depths of something right now, even if you feel like you're in the emotional depths and you don't see a possible way out of a situation, or just it's not looking too good, this is telling me that things are going to make an unexpected change for the better. So the unexpected wins or victories here with this card of mystery. Sometimes we don't have to see it coming, right? Sometimes it's more about the journey. Like we don't know how things, like what's going to happen tomorrow for each and every one of us. So we're going to go in on the Five of Pentacles. I feel like this is a big change for the better. So I've been feeling this since the very beginning, this metamorphosis, this transformation, this change. A lot of you could be in a time of that. We're going to see what's up with that 5. I feel like that's the main overarching theme this week. And a lot of you could be experiencing growing pains here, right? Change isn't always a comfortable thing. So let's see what's up with that 5. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is that 5 of Pentacles here? Some of you could have a nice surprise coming with the 9 of Cups, 2 of Swords. That feels good. Yeah, King of Cups in reverse. Very, very up and down here, my friends. So this could be a big warning against emotional swings, emotional volatility, emotional ups and downs for a portion of you. This could represent somebody in your life where they are very, very volatile, where like day to day, you don't know what you're going to get here. So the King of Cups, aka Kyle of Cups, is a good card, but in reverse, I think it's that emotional imbalance or somebody losing control of these emotions. And I was already speaking about this 5 of Pentacles. Once again, we have this down, up, down type of feeling. So beware of that, like emotional spikes. This could be a warning about emotions, all right? But you might be having issues with an older male figure. You could be having issues with a water sign, of course. But this does feel like a little bit of a warning. But I need to tell you, nothing lasts forever, right? Even if you're feeling rough, even if you're going through a tough time, it's not going to last forever. This 6 of Swords energy is coming through. There will be improvement. There will be change. And that's one thing I'm seeing here, once again, with the growing pains. But it's hard to change, right? Like going through changes is not an easy thing. And there will be times where you are made very uncomfortable. That's a vibe I'm picking up here, Aries. So I'll just show you our good friend, the King of Cups here upside down. Hey, it is what it is, right? Let's go through and do a quick little recap because this is a lot of stuff happening here, my friends. I don't feel like it's as rough as last week's reading, but if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we have the 3 of Swords. Notice this as well. Half of this spread is sword. That's mental energy. But the 3 of Swords with the 6 of Swords in the upright. So this could be change. This could be things getting better, nice and slow. Improvements happening. But another vibe I was getting here, there could be a situation or an issue, something that just doesn't make you feel good. And you're just kind of over it. And you know something needs to change, or you feel deep down in your core that something needs to change, but you might not know how to accomplish it. Obviously, that's not for every single Aries. But in the middle, we have good energy. This isn't a totally bad spread by any means. The 9 of Cups with the 2 of Swords. Either you don't know how to get to this 9 of Cups, this wish fulfillment energy. If that's the case, I would say set goals, set standards, and attain them. But there could be a very positive swing that you just don't see coming, a surprising, unexpected win. Even if you're going through these tough times here, this energy could still like blast in without like unforeseen. But on the back end, we have the 5 of Pentacles with the King of Cups in reverse. So we have been seeing this change-based thing, this up and down metamorphosis. I'm getting growing pains here heavily. But yeah, this is someone who's experiencing low lows and high highs. It's like not a lot of in between. So this could be a big warning about one's emotional state or volatility, especially right on the back end. So please take a screenshot of that. I'm going to get you one shadow card here real quick, my friends. Let's see what's in the shadows for Aries. I mean, we'll see how the week goes, right? Let's see what's going on. What do we got for Aries? Yeah, I'm still using the Shadowland Tarot for this portion. I do feel like this week's reading was much more positive than last week's, though, which is really good. But let's see what's in the shadows. Nice and quick, just to put a cherry on top of this reading. Okay, the Lovers. So there is something connecting to interpersonal relationships here when we have the Lovers in the shadows. A portion of you, this could be history with a Gemini. You might be having issues with a Gemini, literally. But when I see the Lovers, Classically, I believe this card was called the decision, the choice. So a lot of you could feel a little indecisive, which isn't an Aries trait, right? Usually us Aries, we know what we want. We know what we have to do to go and get it. But there could be something giving you a little hesitation in the coming days and weeks. A little pause like, should I, shouldn't I? That's a vibe I'm picking up. But absolutely, there could be shadows relating to interpersonal relationships, those that we have very strong emotional connections to. The Lovers can represent soulmates and twin flames as well, so this can be romantic, something that's linked to romance that is really bothering someone underneath the surface. So do with that what you will, my friends. Aries, that's what I have for you this week. But yeah, don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the February subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the January subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for February, I've decided to run it back. Once again, we're doing 2 copies of the most adorable deck in all the land, the Smith Tiny Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments which card from this week's reading you thought was most adorable. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of February, the winners will be in the community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.